You're wasting time with Aero Productions. The story of General Motors since 1959 has been their failure to adapt. During the 1950s, small imported cars became popular. Volkswagens sold to those looking for something economical and easy to park, while British cars sold to those looking for something small and sporty. GM's answer to all that was the Corvair, which was introduced for the 1960 model year. It ended up being aimed at Rambler, an independent maker of smaller cars, which were still much larger than the imports. The six-cylinder Corvair was too fat to compete with four-cylinder Volkswagens and MGs, and it was too small for GM's usual customers at the time. During its run, which lasted until 1969, Japanese cars, again mainly with four cylinders, became popular. Several failures later, we come to GM's attempt to adapt to different market conditions in 1990 with Saturn. As the ads went, it was a different kind of company, a different kind of car. There were two big differences. The first was no haggle prices and a sales staff that wasn't on commission. The second was that it was easy to work on. It won awards for leaving room under the hood for parts to come on and off. Also, Saturn was kept separate from the rest of GM and all its dysfunction. This lasted through 1995. I was a member of the Motor Press Guild at the time and had the chance to talk to Saturn's PR people and tell them what a bad idea it was to fold Saturn into the rest of GM, which had become the kings of badge engineering. If no one wanted their small Chevys and Pontiacs, no one would want their small Saturns either. Of course, they were in a difficult position. It was a done deal at that point, and all they could do was smile and talk about how Saturn would be a more closely integrated member of the GM family. From about 2000 to 2006, I had a '95 Saturn, which was pretty good. In some ways, it was a greatest hits package of other small cars. Stout feeling like a Volvo, with a small engine like a Japanese car. In other ways, it was the answer to the question, what if Rambler had survived? It was small and got good mileage, but its overall character was American. In 2008, I went to Detroit twice and saw what might be an answer to why GM's ego got the better of them. The roads were an alternate American history, what transportation would look like if the imports had failed. There was the same mix of sizes driving around, but they were all from the big three. GM auto executives have always been in their own bubble of friendly arrogance. 2008 was also the year of bankruptcies for GM and Chrysler. The transition team between Bush and Obama decided to bail them out. Some of GM's divisions, including Saturn, went away in the process. One member of the team offended the executives by asking, "Why can't you just make the Corolla?" The early Saturns were as close as they would ever get.